The city of Roswell has become the scene of the nation's latest school shooting. At least 2 students are injured. A suspect is in custody, and the entire town is in shock. The call came in just after 8 o'clock this morning. New Mexico State Police and Roswell Police rushed to Berrendo Middle School, where they found a wild scene. News 13's Cole Miller is live there with what we know. Cole.
Yeah, Kim, that wild scene is still a very active one. All of the roads coming into the school have been blocked off. There are a few mobile crime centers set up near the school, as well as more authorities around the school and the main entrance up there. Now, we do expect to learn more from state police and other local officials at a press conference this afternoon that is scheduled for 1 o'clock. But here is what we do know. Just as the school day was beginning, someone opened fire here at Berrendo Middle School. At least 2 kids were injured. Both of them, a 14-year-old boy and a 13-year-old girl, were airlifted to University Medical Center in Lubbock, Texas. The boy is in critical condition. The girl is in serious condition. They were originally treated at the hospital here in Roswell and then transferred over to Lubbock. One student tells us he saw one of the victims had been shot in the face. The Associated Press is reporting that the 14-year-old has claimed he was the intended target. We also know the suspect, who has not been identified, has been caught. Investigators have not said yet if the suspect is male or female, a juvenile or an adult, or if the suspect suffered any injuries. Berrendo Middle School is on the northern edge of Roswell. It's home to 6th, 7th, and 8th graders, and now it is home to a massive investigation with state police taking the lead. And again, Kim, this is a very active scene, and as soon as they could, this school was put on lockdown. With more on that, News 13's Emily Younger joins us here.
Hi, Cole. Thank you so much. It's been a very emotional day here in Roswell. After police responded to Berrendo Middle School, they immediately put it on lockdown. They notified the students' parents to pick up their kids at the local mall. We were there as hundreds of parents rushed to the mall parking lot and waited for their kids to be shuttled by bus to safety. Those parents huddled around praying as they waited for their sons and daughters to arrive. Family members were finally reunited with their loved ones at around 10 this morning, nearly 2 hours after the shooting. We talked to many who say it's been a heartbreaking few hours.
So you stand there and you're waiting to pick up your son, seeing the faces of the children come out and just tears and scared, and it just breaks your heart, to see these kids that at such a young age have to witness and be a part of such a tragedy.
Now, we talked with a handful of parents who were just speechless. They were just so relieved and happy to see their loved ones come out of that mall this morning. As far as we know, it's still unclear if all of the students have been picked up, but we'll keep you updated. Kim, back to you.
Thank you, Emily. Now, the Red Cross has already asked its network of volunteers to get ready to help with this shooting response. News 13's Chris McKee is here with more on that. Chris.
Yeah, Kim, Red Cross has alerted about 600 volunteers this morning that will likely help in Roswell over the coming days. The agency says those volunteers are on standby, just waiting for the final word. Once they get it, they'll work with Chavez County emergency officials to help give out food and water to people on scene. A lot of that will go to the first responders who are continuing their investigation at Berrendo Middle School. But there's also the parents and kids, hundreds of which were waiting at the Roswell Mall this morning for their kids. The second part of the Red Cross's support is for mental health.
We've done a statewide all-call for our volunteers. We have nurses, we have doctors, we have people who do mental health counseling as volunteers. Yeah. And in an incident like this, that's going to be a very important thing for recovery.
Again, the Red Cross says its volunteers are on standby, that they should have a better idea of how things will roll out, likely in the coming hours. Kim, back to you.
Okay, thanks, Chris. Now, again, the latest information we have on the victims is that there are 2, a 13-year-old girl and a 14-year-old boy. Hospital officials tell us that they were first treated and stabilized at the Eastern New Mexico Medical Center in Roswell. Then they were airlifted to University Medical Center in Lubbock. One of them by helicopter, the boy. He is listed in critical at this point. He was taken first. He arrived by helicopter about 10 this morning. The girl just got up in the air about an hour ago. She is expected in a plane any moment now. We have not yet heard from the hospital if she has arrived, but they did tell us that she is now listed in serious condition. And stay with KRQE News 13 for continuing coverage, both on air and online at krqe.com. Again, there is a press conference scheduled at about 1 p.m. we will be carrying that live. That's an update from officials as to what they're willing to release at this point. We hope to learn much more. We also have crews on the way, on the scene, as you saw. We continue to gather new information. We will have live updates throughout the day as they are warranted, and of course on News 13 at 4 and throughout the evening.